harmless, fatal drink would do to us unaverage people. Sooner or later, it would persuade us that one more could do no damage either. Then how about a couple more? Ceremonial, celebratory drinking seems particularly tempting to some of us when we have valid cause for exhilaration among jovial drinking relatives or friends who can drink safely.
All
Their
right, stop right there. And how about you, Jeff? You want to pick it up from there? You have to unmute.
Yes, I'm just trying to slide it. Okay, 40, back to 42. Hold on a second. I got it. I'm not.
Or how about Rebecca? Are you following along? Who has the book? You got the book? Okay, Ron, go ahead. You're following along. Go ahead.
Okay.
Get your book out, guys. Everybody have the book. One of the books we use in this class. You see it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, go.
Their embedding, well, I've lost my spot here. Their embedding seems to exert social pressure on us to try to do likewise. Perhaps this is because taking a shot of ethyl alcohol has been so closely associated in our culture with fun and good times, as well as some mournful events. The connections in our mind can persist even long after we've learned we do not have to drink anymore. We know now that there are many ways we can fend off this social pressure to drink, as described on page 66. Excuse me. Briefly, let us just be reminded that no situation gives us a dispensation from our alcoholism. The illness that is activated as soon as we start ingesting alcohol at any time for any reason or for no reason. For some of us, the impulse to take a joyful drink when we are feeling particularly good is even more insidious when there is no particular event to celebrate and no particular social pressure to drink. It can occur at the most unexpected times, and we may never understand the reasons for it. We have learned now not to panic when the thought of a drink comes into the mind. After all, it is a natural thought for anyone to have in modern times, and especially understandable for those of us who have had extensive practice in art. But the thought of a drink is not necessarily the same thing as the desire for one, and neither need plunge us into gloom or fear. Both can be viewed simply as warning bells to remind us of the perils of alcoholism. The perils are forever, even when we feel so fine that we wonder whether it is really all right for anyone to feel as good as we do now. I'm Ron, I'm alcoholic. Thank you.
Saturdays, we read from this book, Living Sober. And then, Preston, if you would put up all the books that we read in this class and then where you can get them. And my suggestion to everybody here is get these books, okay? So you don't have to go fumbling around on the internet to follow what we're doing. And then you can also make notes in the books. So there they are. He just put them up. We use 5 books here. They are this one, of course, Living Sober, which are short pieces, like a page and a half, really for new people. And then we read As Bill Sees It every Wednesday. We read 12 Steps and 12 Traditions on Monday. We read the big book a lot. We read Daily Reflections. That's tomorrow. That's a meditation book. Always like to see people get that book. Okay, so cool. We'll go into some of our classroom work right now. Go around the room. There's a bunch of people here that have assignments and are doing work right now. And over to hi Emily. So Emily, what is your last assignment? You're working on the 4th step, huh?
Hey, Emily, addict, 4 months sober. I'm working on step 4, and I shared about it yesterday. I'm kind of took a break today because that was pretty heavy yesterday.
Mhm.
But I wanted to say I really related to this about
No, wait, there's no break from the fourth step. So, you're writing, no, have you started writing?
oh yes, I've written a bunch, and I've been
Okay,
thinking about it and thinking about it.
okay, so in the fourth step, and there it is. Preston just put it up. Um, we read from pages 63 to 71, and then we start out with our resentment list. So, who I'm resentful at, the cause, what they did, then what it affects in me, then what was my part in my fears. So how many incidents have you come up with, or how many people? Usually you can have a person,
6.
let's say you have a person you have a resentment at, and then you can have a whole list of causes. How many, how many have you come up with so far?
6 people.
6 people, good. And you're actually writing about them?
Yes.
Okay, and did you put down the cause and what it affects in me? You did that?
Mm-hmm. And
Okay,
I'm
and
starting, and I was having trouble yesterday, but I was starting today to see that, that my part in it is that I've been holding this grudge for
the
so
other
many
thing,
years.
the other thing that might be sometimes your part may be that you were present, you were there. Doesn't necessarily mean that you did anything. You see what I'm saying? And then if fears are, what are my fears in relation to this? All right, good. I'm glad you're working on it. Keep going.
Thank
Don't
you.
don't stop. You're doing a good job. Let's go over to Erin. Would you unmute her, please? So, Erin, you're working on the fourth step too, huh? Where is she?
Yes, I am.
Um,
And
Can you
I'm
unmute yourself? Can you turn your
yes,
camera on?
I did. Yeah, and my camera's on too, right
Where the
here.
heck? There you are. Okay, we can
Yeah.
barely see you. You look like the Loch Ness monster with your head sticking up out of the water, swimming along, you know. All right, go ahead.
Dun, 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 yeah. So I am basically like maybe 20 minutes from being done. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18
18
people or
causes,
institutions.
or are they people?
Most of them are people, except for I did put alcohol on there, and I put a specific administration, and I put racism on there too.
Sometimes, sometimes people will be like, have a resentment against the phone company or the internet company or
I have
the
the
cable.
unemployment agency on there.
Yeah, there you go. See, that kind of thing. Cable company. I had a whole bunch of them. I was like, oh man, you know. Okay. How's it
Yeah,
going for you? Is it going okay for you?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's see, I've had these at the surface for before I got sober, knowing because I have, I had a little over 8 years before, knowing that I was going to really work these steps. So I was just waiting to do this. In fact, I
Okay.
listened to the podcast that you do, which is this meeting over and over again on how to do it. So I started this about a week ago.
Good. Okay. All right, good. So how are you doing? You're 81 days and
Yep.
you're feeling good, right? Okay.
Yep.
How's
And
the
things are,
weather over there? Is the weather like just terrorizing Oregon, or is it past?
no, it's actually decent today. It's decent. And I got a nice message from my daughter. So that thing resolved itself as well.
Oh, good. So now are you going to the coast?
Yeah, I'm still kind of, I don't want to take up too much of your time because I know you have too many people, but
No, no,
I'm
no. Go
almost
ahead.
debating on whether I should stay back and let them go, my 2 kids go with their girlfriend and boyfriend, because my daughter is sort of a ticking time bomb of anger, and I'm just so afraid that she's going to say or do something, and I'm still too new in recovery to know how to deal with it, really. I
I
don't know. I'm
I
praying on
like it. I'll tell you what I do. Um, I don't go into places where there are family members or other people that I know who are ticking time bombs. I don't go around ticking time bombs because you know what happens with ticking time bombs? They fucking go off.
Yep.
And I'm really not interested in being in a place where a bomb is going to go off. And
Right.
I'll give you an example of this. So like my son, adopted son, but you know, I adopted him when um, he was a kid and he hung around my TV show and then he helped a lot. And so we did an adult adoption, but lately, you know, over the past 4 or 5 years, he's made misstep after misstep. And, I just thought about a month or 2 or 3 ago, I just didn't want to be around it. And I told him, I said, I do not want to be around um, you when you're making all these missteps in your life. So just like get the fuck out of here and leave me alone. I was I was unceremonious about it.
Yeah.
It was like to get the fuck out. What? No, just like get the fuck out. Because I was sick of watching him work women, work me, work everybody, and I'm like, nope, 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 nope. That's not happening here, and I'm not going to let that in. And I did
Right.
that with a bunch of other family members too. So now all I have, Aaron, is I have you find people to hang out with here. And I won't even hang out with people in this meeting if they're miserable. If people are miserable Mises in this meeting, I Jeff had something to say. Go ahead, Jeff. What were you going to say?
Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries.
Yes.
Yeah,
Go,
yeah,
Jeff.
Jeff,
What?
alcoholic self-thought. I'm glad to hear you say that because our sobriety comes first, and we learn to know what we accept and what we don't accept. I mean, I've been lucky. I hear stories like Jan's, and I relate. I mean, I don't. I empathize, but because
Yeah.
I've been lucky, but I know well enough to say places you just don't go anymore, right? Because some of these things that we'll learn as we go along. They can get us
Empathize.
drunk,
Would,
sadly,
would you
quicker than we can get
explain?
them sober. Yeah,
Would you explain empathy? What is
I'm sure.
empathy? Explain empathy, Jeff.
Empathy is wishing to, as I understand it, wishing to understand and having some feeling or for someone, or feeling a little bit sorry for the situation, but which is okay as long as it's not toxic. But I'm here. What you're saying is that we have to learn what's toxic and what's not.
Right. So sympathy is you have sympathy for the person. Here in AA, we more often have empathy, where we
Empathy.
can identify with it. It's a combination of identifying with and
Okay.
yeah, okay, there you go. Perfect. All right, Aaron, you're doing a great job. And remember, we're here. Let's go to Debbie, you're in Oregon, huh? So you've had the big storm blow through. How are you doing?
Good, good. It looks like there's another one coming in here any minute.
You know it's 70 degrees here in Boulder.
I
I
was,
I had my Hawaiian shirt on and shorts and my boat shoes. I don't have a boat, but I had my boat shoes on.
we,
Yeah. What are you working on?
I'm reading Dr. Bob's Nightmare, and I'm about halfway through that, and I read the reflections in the
Daily
morning, or
reflections every
daily
day, right?
reflections, yeah, sometime during the day.
That's the AA meditation book. Recommend
Yes,
everybody get that.
yes,
And are you still doing step 11 where you do your daily morning and afternoon check-ins?
yes, I'm still doing that.
How's it going? How are you feeling?
It's
How's
going
your
good. Definitely doing it in the morning before I get out of bed and say my little prayer and think about my day. Really centers me, gives me a sense of calm.
any
Uh,
more any more tendencies towards slipping? You feel
nope, nope, no, I'm
oh,
feeling pretty solid the last
right.
quite a
So
while.
that's what we like to see because this is called Newcomers Slippers Step WORKSHOP. It
Yes.
all comes to an end here. Where's Leslie? Is Leslie here? I thought I saw her. There you are, Leslie. All right, Leslie, how about you? Any uh 15 days sober? How's you had been slipping on and off. How are you feeling? Are you still feeling sorry for yourself? And are you still thinking about slipping?
No, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying not to. I got
Well, I
invited
think
to.
you check with yourself in the morning when you do the morning check-in and you ask, am I feeling sorry for myself? Why is that? And then so you do what you inventory the, that I feel sorry for myself because my family won't talk to me. I feel alone. I feel a victim of them and da 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 da. The way that it's called, everybody listen to this. It's called mindal machinery. So the mind gets used to being a victim of other people, and it's ingrained, it's stamped in there. It's literally stamped on the platelets in your brain. So you wake up in the morning and I'm going, I'm a victim. They don't like me. Everybody hates me. I feel so horrible. And the machine, the gears in your brain, they just take off. They go, tit, 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 tit. So part of that 11th step writing is to undo the mindful machinery. So we pray to ask to have that removed. Same thing with you. Where is she? Lisa. So yeah, you know what I mean by that? Where you wake up and you go, oh, that husband of mine, no good bastard. God, I hope I don't drink over him. And you have but it's not like he's a big bastard or Leslie. It's not like your kids and family are douchebags. It's that you have this machinery going on in your brain, you know, and it's producing bad parts.
Well, you have to
Well,
reset.
some of my family is douchebags. Sorry, you're wrong.
I
There
was
you
gonna
go.
say,
No, you have to. No, so now you have to create a new rule for those family members. All right, write this down. You have a pen and paper, write this down.
Yeah, I always do.
Okay, write this
All
down.
right, what do you got?
My family are lovable, wonderful people. You have a new rule. Oh, Lisa, for your husband. My
X,
my
X.
ex my ex-husband is the greatest guy on earth, and he's doing the best he can. That's your new rule. Write it down. My
I'll say that he's doing the best he can.
No, he's the
How about
greatest
this? Can I just do the resentment prayer 20 times a day when I have
No,
to face
it's
him?
not working. Write this down. My ex-husband is the greatest guy on earth, and he's doing the best he can, and God bless him. There you go. No more of this fucking crap of blaming people. God damn it. It's getting to be Thanksgiving, and you
Well,
bastards
that's
have to
the issue. That's the
listen.
problem.
You bastards have to learn how to be grateful. Look at
I got
Jeff.
invited to my cousin's for dinner, and she tells me,
That's good.
but keep in mind there's going to be a lot of heavy drinking.
You're
So
not
I
go-
just
don't
want you to
let-
know that we're all going to be drinking.
Well,
So,
don't go.
you know,
Don't go.
no, of course
No.
I'm not going. But what
Okay.
kind of an invitation is that? I mean,
They
that's
they don't know any better. You say for your cousin instead of
it's a
blaming her.
wonderful invitation.
Yeah, my cousin is the best cousin in the world. It was a wonderful invitation. I don't drink, so I'm not going. How are you liking this, Jeff? We'll check in with Jeff. 39 years.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Jeff, alcoholic here. Oh, well, this takes me back to my first time. I understand it now, but when I first came in and I heard people say, lady get up and say, hi, I'm Susan. I'm an alcoholic. When I came in, I got 5 years and I've been working the steps. When I first came in here, I came in, I hated my husband. I hated my job. I hated the house. It was no damn good. The town, everything like this. Hey, you know something? I'm still married to that guy. He's pretty good. He's not like me. He's not perfect. My house, I fixed it up a little bit. Hey, the job has gotten greater and I've stayed with the company. And I used to hear these people saying it because they had turned off that negative light, that victim light.
All right, perfect. Any of you ever watch Stuart Smalley? Who's seen
Yeah, I've
Stuart
seen them.
Smalley? I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. Go look up Stuart Smalley on YouTube. I'm smart enough, I'm good enough, and doggone it, people like me. He's an AA guy. A little weird, but he is.
Well, scary.
Isn't this fun? Let's talk with Harry Berto in California. Heriberto, what are you working on?
Reading daily reflections and reading page 86 every day.
All right. What'd you come up with for today?
Um, it was a short reading on daily reflections. It just said it was called "Hold Your Face to the Light." It just said believe more deeply, hold your face to the light, even though for the moment you do not see. I guess it just means that even though you don't see nothing, just wait for it. Something might show up or something might happen that will yeah, I mean, I guess if you have negativity in your life, just wait for it, and something might happen and become positive. You just gotta wait for it.
That's just what we're talking about. You have a halo over your head today. Do you know that?
Oh, it's the light, yeah, because it's
Yeah.
cloudy over here, so it's
And
my
you have
room is dark.
the presence of God is with you.
Yeah.
Glad you're here.
Okay.
Okay, Monica in New York, what are you working on? Hey, Monica. Heriberto, how many days do you have? Heriberto's been coming here for a couple of years. He had a little bit of a slip, but there's a guy who's been coming every day for like 2 or 3 years. How many days does he have, Preston? Do you remember? How many days you got, Heriberto? He's not gonna.
103.
103. You used to have
Yeah.
400 or 500, right?
I had 651, I believe.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay. You don't lose that. You just had a little bit of a reset. It's kind of how we look at it. Sam, how about you? What are you working on? Turn your camera on. Sam in Virginia.
Hey Jan, Sam, alcoholic. Sorry, I've been driving.
Oh, it's okay.
Almost home. I'm almost home, so I can share everything. The last assignment you had me on was assignment 9. I saw that you responded to my email. Appreciate you reading everything. I'll be sending that
So you're
over
doing,
now.
you're in the 9th step, and you're going to make
Yes,
an
I am.
amend to who?
Well, I'm starting with everyone. But
Well, start
my
with one
wife is,
person.
yeah,
Tell
my
me
wife. I shared it with you. Remember?
Okay.
Yeah, the email.
Well, no, I don't remember. But did
Okay,
you
it's
talk?
all good.
Did you talk to
No,
her?
no, but can I send it now? I never got
No.
confirmation.
Well, I sent you back. I emailed you
Yeah.
back on one
You
of
said it
your
was good.
amends. Who was that to?
It was to my wife.
Okay. Did you get my reply?
Yes, you said it was good, but I didn't get confirmation. So
Okay. So now
uh-huh.
you need to make listen to me. Now you need
Yeah.
to make the amend to your wife.
Okay.
So
Verbally or
how are you gonna do that?
I could do it verbally in person.
Well, why don't you do it verbally?
Okay, perfect. I didn't know
When
if
are
I
you
was
gonna?
supposed to like email it to her.
No, 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 no.
Okay.
You gotta. She's your wife, right?
Right.
Are you with her?
Yeah.
And you see her all the time?
Yes.
So this is when you kind of, sit down with her, like,
Hmm.
on the couch and say, honey.
Okay.
You call her honey, or what do you call her?
Yeah, babe, honey, sweetheart.
Babe, yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I just need to talk to you, and then you start right in. Part of the AA program is making amends to persons we have harmed, and
Okay.
you tell her what it is. All right.
Got it.
Yeah, just do it. Do it
Okay.
this
I'll do it
weekend.
tonight. I'll do it tonight.
Do it tonight. Then let us know. Okay. Good job.
Thank you.
Glad you're here. 100%. Oh, you're in Virginia. Where are you? Let's see here. Where are you in Virginia?
Fairfax, Northern Virginia.
Northern Virginia. Okay.
Yeah, just outside DC.
Oh, let's see. Okay, good. Glad you're here. Stacy, 9 months. Hey, how are you? Glad you're here. What are you working on now? What's your
I'm
last?
still doing the page 86 through 80 every day, doing my morning and evening reflections. Um,
Are
yeah,
you doing it?
yep, write it down.
And
Every
so
night I write.
how's it going?
It's going great. I'm very in a good place.
Well, that's good to hear. You keep coming too. So that's pretty amazing. And all right, so that's good to hear. You're in Indianapolis, huh?
Yep, actually just outside of Indianapolis, out in the country with my
Did you get
goats.
did you get a job? Were you looking for a job, or was that Debbie?
Yep, it was me. I got a job. I start on the 2nd.
Of December? Oh,
Yep.
good for you. All right.
Thank
Um, if anybody's looking for a job as a truck driver, Stacy will be hiring. No, that's a
you.
that's a joke. Okay. Glad you're here. Um, Megan. Hey, who's here that I haven't talked to? That comes here regularly all the time. Oh, I know. Rebecca. So hi, how are you? How are you doing? What are you working on?
Hi, Rebecca Alcoholic. Having a little bit of I feel like I'm playing referee between my spirituality and my ego. Uh so my spirituality will definitely win on this. Just kind of a little bit it's life, it's not
What?
the
No,
big
no, I
cloud.
don't know. I don't know. What are you talking about? What is it?
Oh,
What's
just that, it kind of started with one big thing at work, and then all these kind of small things that are really not a big deal start brewing in me. I'm like, start getting like I can't stand this person. They're getting on my nerves. And
Oh, you
it's
have to inventory that. You
yeah,
take each of those people into the 10th step on page 84.
yeah.
Listen, not yet, but do a 10th step on them and write each person down and inventory them the
Okay,
same way that you do a 4th step inventory. You know who it is, what the cause of the resentment is, what it affects in me, my
okay,
part, and my fears. So you can go pages, on 64 and 65 with them, and then go right back up to page 84, each person at work. That's what you do.
okay,
So rather than take it into a kind of an ethereal place, like I think it's a conflict between my ego and my spirituality. No, it's not. You need to inventory those individual people, okay? And then because our machinery take us right back to old behavior. This is what I do with those situations. So
right.
uh, pages 64 and 5 and 84 unravel it. Okay, so do it. Let me know.
Okay,
Write
we'll
it down.
do.
Let us know what you came up with, okay?
All right, thanks.
Yeah, cool. That's what you do. Uh, hey, Preston, who else is here regularly that I haven't called on?
What about Ron, Kentucky?
Okay, Ron, you're up. I thought we talked to him, but we'll talk to him again.
Ron, I'm an alcoholic. I'm working on the second half of step 1, and I
Did
wrote
you did
30
you
solid minutes yesterday.
did you finish it?
I'm sorry.
Did you finish the second half of step 1?
No, I have not.
Oh, well, why don't you finish it while we're on the meeting? How many did you
Well,
come up with?
well, I came up with plenty. I wrote 30 minutes and the instruction said
I
stop. And
okay,
I thought I
okay.
might follow
Yeah,
instructions for once in my
yeah, well
life.
then, so it's over in chat for those of you who are wondering what Ron was writing about. It's right about the unmanageability my entire life, drunk or sober, in these areas: money, family, wife, husband, cars, school, kids, pets, relationships. Which one? Just you could write something on each category.
Well, I've got about halfway to school. Well, I got
Yeah.
half of school done. I had got
Well,
money, cars, family,
all right.
money
Keep
was,
going.
yes.
All right. You don't have to call me sir. Call me dog.
Said yes, I stopped myself.
Dog is my gangster name.
Yes,
Sir,
Doc.
sir is what they say to you when they pull you over and say, "Sir, step out of the car, please. Put your hands on the roof." That's always a bad sign. Oh, Aaron. Aaron, what are you laughing at? You're a funny girl. It seems you've heard that before.
Because you just crack me up. I love how you balance fun with in recovery. Like this is fun, but yet we get serious. It's so cool. I love it.
Yeah, well, we have to. That's why it's a class, and I'm all knowing in AA. And if People just listen to me and do what we say here. Your life will be 100 times better. You have, my 46 years of knowing, and your whatever you have, like you have 81 days. So just think about it. It helps people out. And then wherever I fall short. That's why I call on Jeff. Jeff knows. He knows the AA program frontwards and backwards. So it's not just me. For those of you who might think like, oh my God, is he on an ego trip? I'm like, just stop. Do the assignments, work through all 12 steps, and then you can leave and go someplace and complain. But at least you'll know the material. I'm not talking to you. You can go someplace, complain. And that's what we had a bunch of people do before. They just like, well, I've got just about had enough for him. I'm going to find another place I can go and complain. All right. What are you working on, Preston? How you doing?
Good. Yeah. Preston, alcoholic. Just basically steps 10, 11, and 12.
And keep going. What are you doing?
Oh, yeah. Steps 10, 11, 12. Like, focusing on, things that I need to change in myself to, be basically more, more free, letting go, surrendering. Um, yeah, just,
Is it
trying to
working? Is it
let go
happening?
of my ego in different ways. And yeah, 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 absolutely. It's getting to be easier, not as painful now. So that's
What
nice.
what kind of pain were you going through? What did it feel like?
Well, it's just kind of like a lady was just talking about, anger. People will piss me off for whatever reason. They're just people. A lot of them are sick, but I want them to, just like the book says, if only they would do as I wish, the show would be great. But I have to let that go because that's not a fight that I can win anymore. Whether it's relatives or kids that don't want to see me or anything, it's like, or bosses, it's like, that's most of my drinking problems. That's what led me to drink a lot of the times was
Really?
the world not being as I think it needs to be. So just unraveling that.
Are you excited about Thanksgiving coming up?
Yeah, I am for once. Usually I hate the holidays because, I think a lot of alcoholics don't like them when they're newly sober, but I'm making myself like it now. So
Aaron, we dress up like pilgrims for this meeting and Indians too. And the Native Americans don't like it too much, but it's kind of becomes a really fun meeting. Thursday is on Dog Thursday. That's when Thanksgiving is, and then we have. What are you doing? I, no, not for you. Friday's the day after Thanksgiving. Oh, we have Cat Friday for those of you who are new here. I love to crack Erin up. She just falls off of her chair. What the hell does he have a stuffed cat for?
God.
God, I know it's a lonely world. You're my best friend. What? He's talking to a stuffed animal. Okay, you can bring your cat on Friday if you want to. Where are
Oh no.
Hey, Megan, how are you enjoying today's meeting? 12 days sober. How's it going?
I'm doing all right. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, you've been to this
Yeah.
meeting before?
Yeah, I started it a couple weeks ago. I went to I think like 3 days and then
All right. Well, glad you're here. Keep coming. Uh, ADZ in Liverpool. How are you? And how are you enjoying today's meeting? Ads. Is that your name? Ads. Maybe he fell asleep. Ryan usually falls asleep because it's midnight in Great Britain. Joyce, how about you? How are you doing? One day sober. How's it going? How are you liking today's meeting?
Mm, mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm,
So you're withdrawing, having a hard time, huh? Well,
mm,
we're here every day. You're welcome to come. Every day, same bat time, same bat channel. Right here. Um, Ryan's got to be sleeping. Sam, Stacy. Hey, Luke, how's it going? How are you liking today's meeting?
It's good. It's good. It's definitely more like a class, like a workshop. I feel
Totally.
it's got more of a community feel to it. But it's been nice so far. I like the structure and how everything has an outline and there's kind of a game plan for everything.
We take you through all 12 steps in about a month, month and a half. If you think you might come to this meeting for 5 days in a row, see how you like it. And if you like it, then we'll put you to work. So we hand deliver an AA program to you. And then we give reading assignments and writing assignments. So everybody gets assignments and then you do the homework and that's what happens here. And pretty cool. We've had over 30,000 people do this with us in the
Oh
past
wow.
7 years.
Awesome.
Yeah, a whole crap load of people. We get 100 new people here a week. So
Damn.
like today, we think we have about 6 new people. So you're welcome to come. Okay, and we also have another guy from Kentucky right above you.
Yeah, I
Where
saw
are you
that.
where are you from in Kentucky?
I'm in Lexington.
Lexington. Where are you from, Ron?
The other end of the state, Hopkinsville.
All right. Well, there you have it. It's rare that we have two people from Kentucky here at the same time. So
Yeah. Hey, quick question. When you first start out, is it recommended to do these meetings in person or stick with the virtual?
whatever you want. Um, for me and for a lot of people in here, virtual seems to be easy.
Yeah.
And there are virtual meetings all the time. Have you ever been to AA before?
I went to one meeting a long time ago, but I did it for my mom, not for me.
Yeah.
So I've never actually like fully committed.
Well, if you want to learn how to work a basic AA program, come here every day for 5 days and see how you like it. Uh, let's talk with Chris. Hey, Chris, 3 days. So how are you liking today's meeting?
It's good. I like it.
You've been to AA before?
Yeah.
No? Oh, this is your first time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I
So
went to a couple of meetings online
mhm.
the past 2 days.
we're
I
gonna
was
put up
going through different meetings.
we're gonna put it up in chat for you right now. What's called the Newcomers Packet, and that's for you too, Luke. Newcomers Packet has pamphlets on Alcoholics Anonymous, what it is. So grab that and click on the link for where the hell is it? Newcomers Packet. There it is. You see the Newcomers Packet
Hold on, I gotta get to the chat. Where's the chat? In
on the
more.
right hand. Are you
Yes.
on your phone or computer? It's on the right hand side. Are
Yeah,
you
I
on?
got it.
There you go. Do you see
Yep.
it, Luke?
Yeah, for newcomers packet. Yep.
Okay, so grab that, read that, come for
Okay.
5 days. Lori, how about you? How are you liking today's meeting?
I love it. You remind me so much of a friend, an AA friend, an old one that died a couple years ago.
Well, I'm not dead yet.
And I know you're not. I've been meeting
Yeah.
today. My husband died last year, and today was our supposed to be our 45th anniversary. And one night morning, the first thing I thought about is don't take a drink, and I put myself through what my last drunk was.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in AA meetings all day.
Oh, that's good. So you're here, and you're in Virginia too, huh?
Yeah, but I'm
Where are
in the
you?
southern part of Virginia. I'm near Virginia Beach.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're here. Did we give you an assignment the last time you were here?
No.
Oh, you've been coming here quite a bit. So have you read, do you have a big book?
Oh yeah, I've been in AA for a lot. Yeah.
Okay, but for our purposes, you're new here. So
Yeah.
here's the question. So, so you want an assignment? I'll give you a reading assignment right now.
Sounds good. I got a pencil and paper right here.
Okay, read the preface and the four forwards in the big book. I thought we gave that to you the other day.
No, that's
No. Read the preface and the forwards to the first, second, third, and fourth edition, and then 5 takeaways on that for tomorrow, okay?
on each preface or all of it as one.
So there's 1 preface and 4 forwards. Yeah, just give five thoughts.
Okay.
Mm,
Sounds. Thank you.
Was that everybody there, Preston?
I
or Leslie?
think I think so, yeah.
All right.
Chris,
So
Pennsylvania, 3 days maybe.
unmute him. Unmute Chris. I don't even see him. Oh, I already talked to her. No, I talked to Chris.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Okay, go ahead. So, Lisa, you want to read the promises on page 83, halfway down? And Preston's going to put a link up. You guys can follow along. Here come the promises. It's on page 83 in the big book, halfway down.
Halfway down. About starting at the spiritual life is not a theory?
We are painstaking about this phase.
Oh, sorry. Okay. If we are painstaking about this phase of our development, we will be amazed before we are halfway through. We are going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. We will not regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it. We will comprehend the word serenity and will know peace. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. We will lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self-seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude and outlook upon life will change. Fear of people and of economic insecurity will leave us. We will intuitively know how to handle situations which used to baffle us. We will suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we cannot do for ourselves. Are these extravagant promises?